got to be encouraged with the way that his side have taken this game. Very, very difficult situation for them, but the players look like they're up for it. Certainly not hiding out there.
Here's Weir, the new captain. Papac. Here's Bugera, who played for his country Algeria in Rwanda last weekend in what he said was the most testing of conditions he's ever played, in driving rain and searing heat. He's probably used to the driving rain bit by now. Into the last minute of the first half, and there isn't scheduled to be any time added on. McBride, McCann, McCann's touch, turned away by Bugera for Fleck. And Fleck is taken out by Pat Craig, and that's going to be a yellow card for him. This will surely be the last action of the first half. No added on time. Where's free kick? That's it. Rangers ahead through Chris Boyd's 25th goal of the season. Chris Boyd's goal, the difference. Plenty of pretty passing from Falkirk, but not much of a punch where it counts. Papac asking a bit too much of Nacho Novo to get to that. Novo, who scored twice against Falkirk in the semi-finals of the Cork Cup in January, but he was the provider today for Chris Boyd. And Pedro Mendes did his bit as well. McCulloch. It's won by Presley. Mendes again. Bugera. Jackie McNamara. Burton O'Brien. Papac for John Fleck. Craig O'Brien. Presley. Turned away by Mendes. Here's Tam Scobie. McNamara. Scobie. Presley. Craig. Lee Bullen. Stephen Presley. It's a foul by Finnegan.
Finnegan gets up here. His elbow just catches Davy Weir.
Falkirk facing Rangers today and Celtic in Glasgow on Wednesday. They then go to Kilmarnock, and their last game before the split is at home to Hearts.
Again, that's such a difficult run-in for Falkirk that they have to really look for points out of any of those matches. And as it stands today, 1-0, they still have a chance.
Pedro Mendes got caught, and it was a shocking back pass from Stephen Whittaker that has given Falkirk a corner, but Mendes has taken a sore one. A corner that Neil McCann will take, and a chance for Falkirk early in this second half to respond to Chris Boyd's goal, which came after only 8 minutes. Not sure quite what the plan was for McCann, but One thing's for sure, it didn't really work, although Craig now can cross it. Nothing doing for Tamscoby. Neil Alexander only seems to get to play in run-ins towards the end of the season. Covered for the injured Alan McGregor last season, as Rangers chased trophies galore. And now set to do the same for the remainder of this season for a rather different reason. Fleck. Boyd. Novo. Here's Whittaker, Davis ahead of him. Davis steered away by Scobie. Sliced somewhat by Arfield.
Well, it's really important for Rangers once they're in possession that they get Davis and Fleck right out on the sidelines and try and stretch Falkirk. That'll give you some gaps in that midfield area, which is pretty congested at the moment. There's no real reason for Davis to be as narrow as he is because Broadfoot isn't on the pitch doing his overlaps. Whittaker stayed back a fair bit more than Broadfoot.
Burton O'Brien. Stephen Davis. Stephen Whittaker. Novo. Cut out by Arfield. Cut out by Papac. Novo. Presley keeping watch.
It's a good tackle, he had to do that very quickly. If Novo got turned, been able to play the ball in behind, there was only one winner.
Rangers haven't conceded a goal away from home in the SPL for over 7.5 hours. Since Warren Feeney scored for Dundee United against the team of his dreams in December. Buguera. Davis. Whittaker. Mendes. Buguera. Ran into Neil McCann. McNamara. Stephen Presley. Mr. Popular. Presley finds Scobie. McCann. Craig. Bullen. It's cleared Neil McCann. Remarkably, Walter Smith has never lost a league game to Falkirk in his 2 spells as Rangers manager. 22 matches unbeaten against them. He did lose a League Cup tie once, but never a league match. McNamara for McCann. David Weir heads it away. Presley chasing with Fleck. The older of the boys won it. Now Kevin McBride. Arfield flung himself at it. Burton O'Brien!
Well, he's got more time there. More time than he thinks. It's good work down the right-hand side, Presley. And as it comes back, I just think he can settle himself a little bit better than that.
Davis, Whittaker, David Weir. Well, it was 1-0 to Rangers on the opening day of this season. It's 1-0 to Rangers now. Scobie. Got away with his miss kick. McNamara. McCann panties upon it. And McBride on the volley.
That's good play though. Finnegan using his weight. McCann, nice little ball in. Arfield, great layoff. Difficult chance. They're not going to get many, that's for sure.
Well, when Rangers won here on the opening day of the season, Andreas Felička scored the goal. We haven't seen much of him since. Hasn't played for Rangers since August, hoping to maybe get a run out today on his 30th birthday. Davis. It's a game that has hardly been played at a high tempo. Rangers are going to bring on Stephen Naismith shortly. Whittaker. Davis. Not back by Scobie for Craig. Presley. Bullen. Burton O'Brien for Pat Craig. O'Brien again. Ambitious from there. Pretty poor try. Stephen Naismith receiving his instructions from Walter Smith, Kenny McDowell, and we think he's going to take the place of John Fleck.
I wouldn't be surprised. Certainly Rangers do need an injection of pace throughout the side.
Stephen Naismith was out injured for a long time. This will be only his 8th appearance of the season. Foul by Finnegan on McCulloch, and that change is happening now. 17-year-old John Fleck has had a pretty quiet day. Mind you, he's not been alone in that. He's going to be replaced by Stephen Naismith, who once scored a hat-trick against Falkirk in his time at Kilmarnock in a League Cup semi-final.
Yeah, Fleck's obviously got a lot to learn. I think he would benefit in matches like this from hugging the sideline a little bit more and offering himself up to get into possession. Now it's Naismith's turn.
Approaching the hour mark. Taki McNamara for Neil McCann. Kevin McBride. Stopped by Weir, and Naismith involved now. Craig and Arfield doubled up on Naismith. Finnegan. McBride.
That's certainly the unsung part of Falkirk's game, winning possession back. We know they're good in possession. They work hard to gain it back again.
Craig, Arfield, O'Brien, McBride, McCann. Finnegan having to try and rescue it. Be a Falkirk throw. McCann. It's not bad, that. And Arfield. Nothing much on it.
That's great play from McCann on the left-hand side. Driving down there, lovely ball in. Little touch there first, but Arfield stationary. And that's the problem for Falkirk when they have got wide. There's no one arriving late, arriving with a bit of power.
John Hughes is going to throw on Michael Higdon to add an aerial presence soon.
Well, I think that's right. There's now a couple of balls that Falkirk have put in the box, and Higdon would be perfect to get on the end of them.
Whittaker taking his time. Corner for Rangers. Rangers earning their first corner. Pedro Mendes receives an ovation as he goes across to take it. Mendes into the mix. Naismith charged at it. Chris Boyd poked it away from its intended target that time.
It's a looping ball in. Falkirk just don't deal with it. Boyd gets on the end of this one. It's the type of chance that he can't take, but too many bodies in front of him.
Chris Boyd responsible for the only goal of the game early on. Falkirk doubling Rangers' number of goal attempts. And double on target too, but the scoreline is the more important statistic. Michael Higdon's arrival is imminent, although he's only scored one goal in his last 17 games. You want a bit more from your strikers than that. He's going to replace Pat Craig in a mo. McNamara. Guerra's getting a free kick actually off Finnegan. So Pat Craig is going to leave us, and John Hughes is hoping that Michael Higdon can provide the cutting edge that has been so severely lacking for Falkirk in this match and in much of this season, in fact. Can Higdon save the day?
That certainly gives Falkirk more presence up front now. So expect a few more back to front balls.
Burton O'Brien. Novo. McCulloch spreads it to Papach. Mendes, Davis, Naismith, Mendes, Naismith, Boyd, Rangers taking the long way round. Whittaker, Mendes, Whittaker going for a return, managed to put it out himself.
It's better play from Rangers in the forward area. Mendes again, orchestrating it, a nice pass, but Whittaker couldn't make something of it.
Scored a cracking goal from a decent position, a similar position against Kilmarnock earlier in the season, Stephen Whittaker. Higden tussling with Bugera, Stephen Davis. Falkirk are going to bring on the big Dutchman, Gerard Affiers. Next. McCann. O'Brien, Bugera's come across, and Higden has some room. He's picked out Bullen. Arfield. It's grabbed by Alexander.
I think that just sums up Falkirk's play. Over elaborate, the ball was played into Higden. All he had to do was take a good touch and have a hit at it. And he opted to play it back out of the box again and down the right.
Arfield. Cut out by Papach, and here comes another Falkirk change. Lee Bullen going off. And Gerard Affiers coming on, hasn't been involved too much lately. Came through the famed Ajax Academy, and his first job is to take that throw. Burton O'Brien, Arfield, Affiers, Finnegan, Bugera on hand. McNamara for McCann. O'Brien. McCann. Affiers fending off Naismith. Tremendous turn, and he's a little unlucky there. Affiers.
Yeah, very unlucky. John Hughes certainly going for it, taking off his sitting midfield player in Craig.
Well, Rangers' lead remains a slender advantage. Celtic 6 points ahead of them after their win over Hamilton yesterday. Stephen Davis. Here's McNamara. Higden. Scobie. There's a foul on Whittaker by Higden. Kevin McBride brushed aside by Chris Boyd. Naismith for Whittaker. Higden chasing Whittaker. Bugera. New McCann. Occupied by Stephen Davis. Burton O'Brien. Second try for O'Brien. McNamara. Naismith's header. Arfield. Affier's ahead of him. Scobie inside. So too McBride. Stephen Whittaker across to clear. Chris Boyd hurt. Falkirk probing again. Neil McCann ready to deliver again. Away by Bugera.
Overall in the match, Falkirk well ahead in possession. As we keep saying, doesn't really call for anything at all. Possession, you really need to find the net. They haven't come much closer in that department either. As Boyd goes in late, I think retribution for a tackle earlier where he felt that there was contact there.
Rangers cannot afford to let their lead slip. McNamara. Keeper's ball. Wasted completely by Falkirk. McBride. McNamara. Falkirk coming to have another go at Rangers. Neil McCann. Cleared by Stephen Davis.
You can't fault the home side for their effort and the way they've approached this match, and their play on the field certainly merits something out of it.
Scobie.
Again, the quality is not there going forward, and he'll know that, John Hughes. It's the one part of football nowadays that is the most expensive thing. Someone that can actually open a team up, get on the end of things, score goals. And he can't afford them at the moment.
Could still be a memorable season for Falkirk. They played Dunfermline in the semi-finals of the Scottish Cup at the end of this month. Also a couple of years ago, Dunfermline got to the cup final and were relegated in the same season. And McCulloch with a slight issue.
Looks like he just strained the calf. Looks like what it is. Sock down.
McCulloch is going to be replaced, I think, here by Maurice Edu, the American who was recommended to Rangers by Mo Johnston. He's been away with the USA, although only came on as a late sub in El Salvador last weekend and didn't come on at all against Trinidad and Tobago midweek. Long way to go for a few minutes of football.
Yeah, but Rangers could do without losing any more midfield players.
Edu. Looked like a foul by Scobie on Boyd. Taken quickly by Boyd. Naismith. Two number 14s together. Papach. Pedro Mendes. Papach provides the cross. Edu, staying strong.
It just shows you the mentality of Rangers today. That ball went down the left-hand side. for Naismith, and it took Papach an age to get anywhere near the midfield player.
McBride, Finnegan, away by Bugera. Stephen Presley, Kevin McBride, Falkirk plugging away. O'Brien toiling to keep that in, and Davis will be onto it. Davis ran into McBride. Mendes. Mafias. Arfield. Davy Weir for Nacho Novo. Here's Neil McCann. McCann's cross, and Finnegan off target. And they're claiming a corner, I think.
Could have come off Finnegan, but maybe even Weir. Difficult one to call.
Rangers resuming their season after the international break, and without Barry Ferguson and Alan McGregor. Incidentally, the last 17 games they played without those two in the team, they were unbeaten. Stephen Presley's free kick, aimed towards Higdon. McCann. Presley's ball bounced off Novo. Falkirk could be in bother. Pedro Mendes has advanced ahead of Boyd. Edu. Davis. Some fluency from Rangers. Stephen Whittaker. He's got past McNamara. Naismith. And Falkirk are going to make their final change. Going to bring on young Kevin Moffat in place of Kevin McBride. It's only his 6th appearance for Falkirk, and all of them have come as a sub. Into the last 10 minutes. The goal came very early, after 8 minutes from Chris Boyd. None have followed. Rangers will be rather glad if they can sneak away from here with 3 points. Falkirk have seen a lot of the ball without really creating too many clear-cut chances. Pedro Mendes!
Difficult. You expect him to hit the target.
Well, his 3 goals for Rangers have all been stunners against Celtic, Partick and Inverness Kelly Thistle. Mendes for Naismith. Bugera. It's off the head of Stephen Presley. Still with a 1-goal lead, it's too anxious for Watersmith's liking. McNamara, Scobie, McCann. McNamara. Higden. Novo. Scobie. Davis. Novo available to his right. Davis having to dig in. Mendes. Scott Arfield looking to make something happen for Falkirk. Hafiez. Arfield. Hafiez. Higden might just fancy that. Looking for a penalty, Michael Higden. Ian Bryant's not interested.
Well, the ball always looked a little bit too high for Higden. It's just how much contact Bruguera has here. And it's Whittaker that he does breach in the back of him a little bit. Gets his arms up, Whittaker. He certainly thought it was.
Scobie. Michael Higden certainly felt like he had a case. Edu. Mendes. O'Brien. McNamara. McCann. O'Brien. Higden let it go. High into the sky by Mendes. Popped back by Presley. Helped on by Arfield. Finnegan now for Moffat. Promising situation developing for Falkirk. Moffat's cross. McCann. O'Brien. Lost out eventually. Edu and Davis both tried to dispossess him. Nacho Novo. Intercepted by McNamara. Okay. 5 minutes remaining, plus whatever might be added on. Andreas Velička is going to come on for his first appearance for Rangers since August. Chris Boyd making way. Boyd hoping that he's scored the winner here, and Velička did exactly that on the opening day of the season, but hasn't been seen since August. Did come on as a late sub for his country, Lithuania, midweek in France. Will Chris Boyd's early goal be enough for Rangers? Higden taking charge. Oh, he's got away from Bruguera. And a free kick given against Stephen Davis.
It's a good break from Higden. Strong play. He turns back into Davis. But gets something out of it.
It's a handy free kick for Falkirk. It's a former Rangers player standing over it. McCann came off the wall. Presley showing some interest. Jackie McNamara. Neil McCann. Can he provide another decent delivery? He can. Stephen Naismith surging away, and Nacho Novo has got himself into the box, but not quite the required service for Novo. Davis. Novo. Mendes. Novo.
The Rangers just content to hold on to this 1-0 win, and the ball's gone in the corner. There's no urgency to try and get the ball in the box and make it 2.
Davis, Mendes. Higden. McNamara for McCann. Higden for O'Brien. Davis. Given away by Novo to Rafiez. Presley. Falkirk. Not giving up yet. Higden. It's over the head of Finnegan.
Well, just earlier, there were shouts from Falkirk players of penalty with Davy Weir just challenging Presley, but not for me.
McCann. Presley. Bagheera will steam over the halfway line. Mendes. Another lazy pass. And there's going to be a yellow card coming the way of Bagheera. The 4th Rangers player to be booked.